All right, hello, good morning, and welcome to our morning market update for Tuesday, January the 16th. It's George Papazov from TRADEPRO Academy. I want to welcome you aboard. I hope you had a great weekend. For those of you that didn't work yesterday, that were on holidays, happy Martin Luther King Day. Hopefully you had a chance to relax, unwind, and give it some time of thought and reflection. Martin Luther King accomplished a lot of great things. So in today's morning market update, we're going to talk about markets coming back after a day off. Despite yesterday being off for equities, we were still trading futures because futures markets were open. We trade them in the morning and in the evening. The evening trading is part of our week-long workshop on how to day trade in the evenings after your job and how to earn a full-time income, how to make more money than you did at work from 9 to 5 between 6 to 8:30. That's kind of the goal of it, Eastern time. If you want to join for that workshop, they're all being recorded and available for replay. And in addition to that, it's ongoing all week this week. So you can still sign up with a Day Trader Pro or Elite membership. All right, guys, in today's market, we're going to do a morning market update, talk about why Bitcoin is sinking, talk about crude, gold, and we're going to talk about GE, why it's a short sell and how you could trade it. A number of other things that I can't tell you about yet. All right, morning markets here. Japan's up 1%. Hong Kong is also up 1.8 percentage points. China up 0.8. India down 0.2. So Asian markets pretty strong in today's session. All right, in Europe here at midday, London's down 0.1%. Paris is up 0.2%, and Frankfurt's up 0.9%, or almost a whole percentage point. All right, futures in the United States, Dow Jones up 1%. Last night when we were trading the evening session, Dow was a very strong market. It was a leader. We had one trade on the Dow. We missed the second trade to get long, but it was very opportunistic in the evening session. And today that momentum's carried forward overnight and into the open here of trading in the United States. All right, S&P's up half a percentage point. Nasdaq's up 0.6% as well. So strong pre-market move here in U.S. equities. We had a survey this morning, the Empire Manufacturing State Survey. It missed expectations, not a big deal, but a little bit of weakness around a little bit of weakness around manufacturing in the U.S. So that is factored in a little bit into the market. Crude oil today is down 1 percentage point to 63.88. In today's market, you're looking to sell rallies. I think we've seen a temporary top formed here in crude oil. And on the way up, I'm going to look for weak rallies on weak volume to short into, not just for my day trading account, but for my medium-term swing trading account as well, to bring that crude price down into support. As a swing trader, you got two low-risk opportunities. One is right now for an early fade to try to catch some downside momentum. It's a little bit riskier than the second opportunity, which is waiting for the pullback and catching it at support in favor of the direction of the trend and then buying crude. So at this point, you're either aggressive on the front line or you're sitting back on the sideline waiting for price to come down into your entry zone. You're not chasing it. All right. Gold is flat in today's session, but getting slightly bearish. We're looking to sell rallies on gold also on the way down. All right. Bitcoin today is down 10%. The next support level on Bitcoin is around $9,000 to $10,000. Anywhere in there should be a really strong support. We've been telling you guys for a long time to not buy Bitcoin at the moment. We think 9,000 to 10,000 will make the next low risk buying opportunity. It's halfway back after trading at 20,000. There's a lot of concerns right now at the moment out of South Korea, and now China announced some plans to potentially crack down on the currency as well. There's a little bit of fear sentiment out there. And I think big money into Bitcoin is selling out of it to take some profits, and amateur money is still getting in on the way down. And when the amateurs get stopped out, then the pros are going to start buying those stops and take the price higher. You guys know how this stuff moves. It's not, I don't want to say comical, but there is a pattern to it. All right, 80% of the 21 million Bitcoins have already been mined. And there's a lot of news reports of investors in Russia buying out power generators and power stations with the sole purpose of mining Bitcoin. All right, so that's interesting stuff. The low point of Bitcoin, the drop on the 20% downside is 11,199. Ethereum and Litecoin also plunged 20%. All right, and a report out of Bloomberg yesterday from China escalating its intent to crack down on trading in these digital assets is what's causing some of this weakness. All right, and South Korea also, the finance minister said that it may ban local cryptocurrency exchanges. That's a lot of pressure. South Korea is a decent market for the cryptos, but China's a massive market. And when China starts saying no, the asset has nowhere to go but down. All right. So the Dow Jones is up 243 points leading into today's session. Stocks are on a record-breaking run. We got some really good earnings so far. And the big deal here, I guess the big event, the title of this morning market update is the government needs to come up with some form of agreement by this Friday, February or January 19th, or else the government may shut down some of its branches because they won't have enough money to operate. All right. It's very interesting to hear that the government's they're admitting they're bankrupt. They basically need more money to spend because they don't have it. They're admitting they're bankrupt. They've admitted it 3-4 times. They continue to push the deadline, and it's still okay, and the market shrugs it off. It's not news because that's how the government operates. The government does not create any wealth. They take wealth. They create policies, but they take taxpayer money. There's no wealth creation in government. And that's why they don't have a budget. That's why they're running a deficit. They're spending more than they're making. They're not making any money. They're collecting money. So calling it making is a stretch to begin with. All right, government office is a civil service. All right, people who work in government jobs are servants, the population from who they collect tax revenues. So on this January 19th, there's a potential shutdown looming if they can't agree on a bill, lawmakers, all right? That's Democrats and Republicans. There's a good chance they're not going to agree to it. So the only way that I could see this not being a shutdown is if they agree to kick the bucket forward one more month and extend it to February 16th. There is a lot of chatter that they're planning an extension to the 16th. This DACA deal that it hinges sort of in the process is a deportation of young workers, all right, that have immigrated to the United States. If that gets pulled off the table, then I'm sure Democrats aren't going to. 1 second, Trump just tweeted. Then I'm sure Donald Trump just tweeted, the Democrats want to shut down the government, and their biggest loser are going to be a rebuilding military at a time when we need it. Interesting tweet. So anyways, watch out for that. That's going to take center stage between now and Friday. If the government shuts down, there will be some volatility in the markets. I think they extend the deadline temporarily to February 16th. Donald Trump has put his foot down and said if there's no funding allocated for building a wall between Mexico and the U.S., then he said, forget about it. The deal's not going to happen. So he's being a little bit more firm on that topic. So watch for that as well. All right, let's finish the broadcast off by saying this. General Electric today. General Electric is tumbling in the pre-market trading. It's erased all of its 2018 gains. Here's why. There's a report from Wall Street Journal that the company will record an after-tax charge of $6.2 billion in its fourth quarter results. And that's a massive charge to put onto your book. And what was it based on? It's an ongoing review of its finance arm. So they're giving out these loans for their vehicles and for their vehicles, not General Motors, for their products. They're giving out loans. They have a finance arm that they finance a lot of different products and services with. They were making the announcement they're going to exit out of that business. But now I just got a squawk that there's going to be a board change. 1 second. So this is part of their insurance business. They made some adjustments. They're going to put a $6.2 billion write down in their book, which is a big hit to their cash flow and profitability. The CEO is not commenting. I just got that squawk. There might be board changes. This is huge. They also said they might have to set aside $15 billion over the next 7 years. This is a business they're supposed to be getting out of, and in fact, they have charge downs to write off, and they're allocating $15 billion for bad loan provisions on their book. That's very interesting. Investors don't like that. Obviously, you can expect dividend cuts. Their finance arm definitely is going to eliminate the dividend. Let's see what General Electric does as a whole. Watch that stock. It's weak, and I think it's going to open super weak. And on any rallies, you just got to clobber that thing and buy some puts or short the stock. Shorting is way riskier. Look for an opportunity to do some puts or put spreads. GE is a short. You heard it here first. It's going to continue to ride down. Wait for the burst lower. There's going to be a massive fallout and a drop. It's going to be a rally on decreasing volume. Hit it over the head and bring the house down. All right, guys, you take care. All the best. Good luck. Good trading out there. And be careful. Remember, trade like a trade pro. Manage your risk. And we'd love to see you guys in our evening trading workshop. You got tonight, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's over forever. We're recording it once, and then we're going to archive all that on how to trade in the evenings. And if you want to see it live, I encourage you to sign up today because you have only 3 days left, and you're going to learn a ton. This is your opportunity to start day trading if you have a job and you don't have the time to do it during the day. You don't have to day trade in the day. You could do it in the evening and do just as well, make a full-time income. that's what we're showing here in this week's workshop. I'll see you guys tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. We kick off another round of the evening workshop, or I'll see you tomorrow morning or morning market update. Take care. Have a great day. It's time to open the trading room. Goodbye. No patented chair spin. I'm going to do the patented twirl. It's not as cool. All right, take care. Goodbye. All right, trade pros, let's get into business here. Let's open up the trading room. Share the screen with you. We'll look at some levels. And let's map out what our next opportunities are for the day. Let's make some money.